Welcome back to Face to Face. We're here with Steve Wynn in the second of a two-part interview. So do you think that the federal government has just wasted $1 trillion now in all this stimulus money?
I think a great percentage of the stimulus has been wasted. It didn't do the thing it was supposed to do. Chris Dodd, the chairman of the Senate Banking and Finance Committee, did not get the job done to get the banks start lending money. We did not create jobs. Nothing that I've seen is a job creator.
So you just think tax incentives for businesses is what they should have focused on?
Tax incentives to get what the government wants. As a society, we want to create jobs. The only person in Nevada, and as far as I'm concerned, between me and the President of the United States that's creating jobs is me. I created 4,000 jobs in December by hiring people. Even though it wasn't the right thing to do, now that we look back at it, it would have been better to open up next year. We created 4,000 jobs. 4,000 people are getting a paycheck. They're getting health insurance. That's what it takes to make a better life for people. And if the federal government wants to stop this recession, they'll create jobs. When they create jobs, people will have income to borrow money to buy homes at a reasonable price. Without job creation, this administration will fail. Job creation is the thing, and the fastest way to create jobs is to incentivize individuals, businesses, small businesses, big businesses, corporations, partnerships to hire people. And the way to get them to hire people is to give them a break in the cost of that employment by giving a tax break if you hire people. And that'll do it. That's the fastest weapon that the federal government had. Why
don't you think that Obama, let's just assume that you're correct in this. Why don't you think Obama is doing it? Is it for political reasons, because he'd sound too much like a Republican if he did that?
I think it's because the Democrats all believe that if they take the money to Washington, if they take it away from the businesses and the people, bring it to Washington, and then redistribute it, that they will, A, gain power, gain favoritism, strengthen their position to get reelected. The most important thing to remember about politicians, and I don't care who's watching this television program, if they don't know this, then they've still got something to learn. The most important thing to know about a politician is that a politician has to get reelected. That is what they wake up in the morning.
It's such a cynical view of this. I mean, your wife, Elaine Wynn, was a big supporter of Barack Obama. She couldn't talk you into supporting him? I mean, come on.
Listen, like most fellas that disagree with other people, I disagreed with Elaine about Barack Obama.
Are you saying I told you so now?
At the end of the day, I thought he was the smartest guy running for office. But intelligence, IQ points by themselves aren't enough. You have to have conviction and stand for something. He wants to help the underclass. That's a wonderful thing to do. But he doesn't have the money in his pocket. He can't write a Barack Obama check. But he wants to write a check from everybody else. The first thing he's got to do before he writes a check is to get America healthy again. Get people will pay taxes when they're working. They don't like it when they're not. And unless the federal government stimulates job creation in this country, we're in, for the way we did in the 30s, to an extended economic recession.
We have less than a minute left, Ms. Wynn, so I just got to stop you and ask you one other political question since I have you here. You seem a little bit down on the Democrats, but maybe the biggest race in the country.
I'm down on the Republicans, too.
You are?
Don't classify me.
Okay.
The Bush administration did some things they shouldn't have done. They took away, that allowed the Wall Street firms to run out of control. They did things they should have reined in Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, no matter what the Democrats said, to stop the subprime mortgage thing.
What about Harry Reid? Are you going to support him in 2010?
I am absolutely going to support Harry. I think that anybody in Nevada that doesn't vote for the Senate Majority Leader to get reelected is really dumb.
Why?
Because it's the most powerful and important thing that Nevada's ever had in Washington. We have a very small congressional and senatorial delegation. There's a total of 5 people. We don't have any thump back there. But when Harry Reid is a Senate Majority Leader, and when Shelley Berkeley is on her 6th term, it's starting to get interesting. I think she's ranked 180 out of 430.
Right.
Another 1 or 2 terms, and she'll have and she's on Ways and Means, which is taxation. I think we ought to protect our elected officials.
We're out of time. Mr. Wynn, it's been a pleasure having you for two parts of this interview. Thanks for coming on the program.
I could say the same thing.
Let's not wait 4 years again. On the next Face to Face, the Nevada Department of Transportation is doing an about-face on federal stimulus money for paving roads and putting Nevadans to work. NDOT's first list was top-heavy with Northern Nevada projects. What's changed, and is Clark County getting its fair share? We'll ask the Director of the Department of Transportation, Susan Martinovich, on the next Face to Face.